Hello, this is Mighty Owl. It's pool time! Have you ever noticed when enjoying the sun by the pool that the lounge chairs around the pool are all set at different angles? How do you think we could find the measure of those angles? I'll tell you, we can use a tool called a protractor. Take a look, this is an example of a protractor. Look at how the numbers start at 0 going around the arc to 180. To use a protractor, you place one ray along the bottom. Make sure the vertex is located in the middle. Starting from your first ray, follow the set of numbers starting with 0. And now look at what number the second ray goes through. This chair has an angle measure of 150 degrees. Oh, but what if the angle you're trying to measure is faced the other direction? Well, you could rotate your protractor around the paper. Or you could line up one ray with the 0 on the inside of the protractor. Let's take the bottom ray and line it up with the bottom of the protractor, making sure the vertex is in the middle. And now we can follow the second ray to see what number it passes through. Remember to look at those numbers on the inside this time. This angle has a measure of 120 degrees. Now, which of the angles shows a measure of 145 degrees? All right, we have two different angles and need to choose the angle that is 145 degrees. Now, looking at the protractor, both of the angles have a ray that goes through 145 degrees. But notice that one of the numbers is on the inside and one is on the outside. Let's look at the other ray. Notice that with angle B, the ray goes through the 0 that is on the outside. And this means that since 145 degrees is the number on the outside, it has a measure of 145. Angle A goes through the 0 on the inside. The number on the inside is 35 degrees. And this means that angle A actually has a measure of 35 degrees. Ooh, excellent work. Now that we know how to use a protractor, what do you say we find the measure of an angle, and then we can use it to create angles? Let's create an angle of 130 degrees. First, we draw a horizontal line. Place the end that will be the vertex in the middle of the protractor and line up the bottom just like when we measured angles. Now, follow the inside numbers to 130. We'll make a dot here to mark it, and then use a straight edge or ruler to connect the dot to the vertex. And voila! Now we have an angle with a measure of 130 degrees. Ooh, perfectly comfortable. Once you start looking, you'll find that there are angles everywhere. Here are a few examples of angles that we can measure. Whoa, what happened to the pool? We must be on the beach. Cool, a starfish. Let's measure the angle between the arms of the starfish before returning it to the water. First, we're going to trace the angle, creating it so that we can measure it. Now we can rotate the angle so that one of the rays is horizontal. Okay, we need to get out our protractor and measure that angle. Here we go. Line up the bottom ray and vertex. Follow the second ray, and the angle between the arms of this starfish is 85 degrees. Woo! Oh, where are we now? Oh, I love slides! Slides are fun. And you know what? We can find the measure of the slide in the same way. Let's draw the angle that we want to measure. There you go. And next, we can rotate it so that one ray is horizontal. And now it's protractor time! Ooh, great job lining that protractor up. Now start at the 0 and follow the other ray. Excellent! This slide has an angle of 75 degrees. What would happen if we didn't rotate the angle? Could we still find the measure of the angle? Let's find out. Here's an angle like we've been using. Let's see if we can find the measure of the angle without rotating it. We have one ray that's going through the 45 degree mark and one ray that's going through the 160 degree mark. So this angle goes from 45 degrees to 160 degrees. And we need to find the difference between those 2 degrees. So we can subtract to find the angle measure. All right, 160 minus 45. That's 115. And now we can rotate it to see if we're correct. And, yup, awesome work! When neither ray is horizontal, you still want to make sure that the vertex is in the middle to accurately measure the angle. Nice trees. And wait a second, take a look. You can draw angles here. Let's find the measure of the angle formed by the branch of this tree. We're going to trace out the angle so that we can use the protractor to measure it. Perfect. Now let's make sure that the vertex is in the middle. The rays go through numbers 50 and 115. So when we subtract 115 and 50, we get 65. So the measure of the angle formed by the tree branch is 65 degrees. What a mighty job you did measuring angles. And now you can use it not only to measure, but also to make any angle you want. Great! See you in the next video.